Girl therapy is going to the shops, looking at the flowers, thinking, oh, that would be nice, getting those endorphins, not buying the flowers and leaving. Girl therapy. This is what we're going to talk about today. It's needed. I don't know what is in the air this week, but I've just been feeling super fucked off and sad and just all the types of negative emotions. Girl therapy for me is having £3 left in your bank account and spending that on Starbucks coffee just to feel a little bit of happiness. Girl therapy is going ghost for days on end just to come back in a few days and be normal again. Girl therapy is cleaning your room or cleaning the house without anybody telling you to do so. It's actually a really nice feeling when no one tells you to do the chores. But the moment someone goes, oh, well done for cleaning, you don't want to do that anymore. Girl therapy is ignoring the advice to get professional help and going to your friend's house uninvited and sitting on the sofa and talking about your problems for hours on end. Girl therapy is going shopping, buying new clothes to create a new aesthetic because you're sad with the way you look and the way you are. You just want to change. That is therapy for me. So you get the gist. Girl therapy. Now, how does this link? I want to talk about spending time alone. Now, being alone does not mean you have to feel lonely. Let's break that stigma if that's the way you feel, because I know that's the way I definitely felt. The proper definition actually of being lonely is the emotional state of feeling disconnected from other people or just feeling alone in general. And when you're with other people as well, you can be around other people and feel so lonely. Being alone does not mean you have to be lonely. You can still see the people that you want to see, but protect your energy. I think protecting your own energy internally for yourself is so important, especially if you're feeling the ways that I'm about to list. So here are some signs that you need some alone time that I've written down. So you have no energy, you're craving alone time, you feel drained hanging around people, nothing excites you anymore, you struggle to focus, you get easily irritated, you're in a hurry all the time, your stress levels never seem to go down, your sleep is affected, you're napping throughout the day, and you just bring that vampire energy. And I'll get into the vampire energy later. Those are the clear signs that you should be spending time alone. I think it's so easy for you to distract yourself and surround yourself with loads of different people, days on end, just to escape the way you're feeling. But if you actually tackle that feeling, it would last way less of a time than it would if you just distracted yourself. Do you know what I mean? So I know personally I am connecting with these feelings right now. I don't know what is in the air this week, but there's been something in the air. I'm not the only one. I don't want to get all star signy, but I know that Tauruses just ended a 3-year cycle, which ended yesterday, the 28th of October. And I napped for 4 hours yesterday. I don't nap, but I was exhausted. I don't know what is wrong with me. I'm so tired. I'm getting so easily irritated by absolutely everyone in my life, including myself. Do you know how hard that is to be irritated by yourself? I'm always around people and they're like, Corey, oh, you're so this, you're so that. And I'm like, I know. Imagine being in my brain. It's not easy to deal with. My toxic trait is when I'm sad or going through some sort of phase, I self-destruct with everything. Instead of just taking that time out alone, I just self-destruct the things around me so I can be alone. Does that make sense? So instead of just being like, hey, I need some time out, I would then fall out with the people around me and it just wouldn't end well. So that's something I'm trying to fix. Now, let's talk about what you can do in your alone time. I think this is important. So do you remember last week I said how I really miss going to concerts? I went and did that. On Friday, which was 2 days ago. Last minute on that day, I just booked a concert to S Club 7, and I kid you not, that was honestly the best time of my life. It really healed my inner child. I didn't realise how much of a stigma there was around going to concerts alone. Not many people do it that I know, that I've spoken to. They're kind of shocked when they saw me going alone. Doing those sorts of things is really important to remind yourself that you can have fun alone and not rely on other people to cure your boredom. I always remember growing up, my mum was like, you know, you're old enough now to do your own thing, Corey. You don't need us to cure your boredom. And I'm like, yeah, true. I still do that to this day. I'm not going to lie. I always rely on my friends or my boyfriend to like do something. But I had that realization on Friday where I was like, hang on, I asked my mum if she wanted to come, but she didn't want to come. And I was like, I'm not going to wait for anyone to go to this concert. I may as well just go by myself. You know, I'm not going to wait for everyone else to create memories for me, which is a massive thing I spoke about last week. But depending on the situation you're in and the person you are, there's 2 types of ways you can spend time alone. Quality time alone or quantitative time alone. What do I mean by that? Quality is doing something that you really enjoy, an activity of somewhat. So for me, it was a concert. That's quality time alone for me, because I'm really doing something that I enjoy and I'm getting out the house. And quantitative is just doing nothing, basically, inside on your own, in your own space, having that time alone, recharging your batteries or your energy, you know, depending on the person you are. An example of when you would need the quantitative side of time alone would be, you do feel drained when you're around people, or you're just tired, you're genuinely just tired and you just want time alone and you're just sad and you need to cry. Because I know for me, I can only cry when I'm on my own, really. I can't cry with other people. So when I need that release, I have to be alone. And I figured that out the other day, because this past week I have not been able to cry. And that's honestly the worst feelings, when you're really, really sad but you can't cry. I tried everything. I tried listening to sad music. I tried watching sad videos, and none of it worked. Until I spent time alone, and I don't know, I just ended up crying. I can't remember why, but I did. The quality side of things, I realised that I needed that quality time for myself, because I was always spending time with other people and it just wasn't fulfilling me as much, because you know how it is with other people, like you're always being told when to go or what to do. Not being told, but you know what I mean. You can just sort of defend for yourself when you're with yourself, so you don't have the worry of other people's emotions or feelings involved. Like, I know when I go out with my friends, I'm always concerned if they're having a good time. And when I'm with myself, I'm like, oh, I know I'm having a good time. I don't need to stress about anyone else. It was the mere thought of, like, I love my friends, but being around people made me feel really exhausted. And this is where I want to talk about vampire energy. Vampire energy has been circling TikTok recently, and I feel attacked. I feel personally attacked, because I feel like I am that friend. I am that partner. I am that daughter. I just suck the life out of people's fun. And it's not because I'm depressed or ungrateful or don't want to be there. It's purely anxiety. Like, the examples that they give on TikTok are so accurate to my anxiety. Now, I'm so aware that I do this and I can't stop. I honestly don't know what it is, but I think it's because I've not recharged my batteries and I'm really just drained around people as well. And I think I just need that time alone. I do. I truly do, because once I have one negative thought, it just spirals and I just keep being negative. Leading on from vampire energy, it comes back to yourself in terms of, you have to protect your energy. You just allow the environment and people around you to suck that out of you, which then in turn you suck out of other people. Everything is projection. So you just want to ensure that you are protecting your peace. Within the time you're alone and having this self-care time, you want to ensure that you're not arguing with people. If someone's pissing you off, you say nothing. You just internalize that and just wait and then let that pass. You want to ensure that you are spending time with the people you love. Whether that's not people you don't want to spend time with, then you're doing the things you love. You just want to make sure everything is peaceful and you want to protect your energy. If you're bored, that's good. That means you found peace. So chill, breathe, meditate, protect your energy. So, girl therapy. Let me know what you guys do to help yourself within this sort of time. If you're struggling, let me know what you guys do. I've put a poll on Spotify. Let me know down in the comments if you're watching on YouTube. Because I feel like I need some advice, to be honest, as well. So I think that concludes today's episode. I know it's short and sweet, but I hope I'm not the only one that feels this way this week. A lot of it comes down to stress, but it's just a phase that's I've got to ride it out. I'm just stressed with uni. I think that's what it boils down to be honest. I should be doing my uni work today, but podcast always comes first, regardless of how I feel. If I don't want to film it, I'm always going to film it, because you never know, this might help someone. So You've been watching the Girl Math Podcast with Corey Blonde, and I will see you next week. As always, I'm never going to let you guys down. Happy Sunday. I am depressed today. I wouldn't say depressed, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just sad.